Hello, good people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is you. It's a girl, Joanne, and I'm so glad to have you here. I'm so glad that you're here. This is my channel, Blooming and Becoming, where we talk all things that I enjoy in this channel, literally. So let's dive into it. Today, I want to talk about the power of just being you. I feel like in this phase that we're in, where we're always looking, or not always looking, or the conversations of like, what is my purpose? What are my assignments? What are my callings? What am I here to do? Which are really, really good conversations to have, by the way, because we all do have, purpose, callings, assignments, and whatnot. But I feel like sometimes we can get so caught up in all of that we forget to just be. We forget to just be. We forget to appreciate ourselves and to just be in the moment. After all, we're called human beings, not human doings. And today, yeah, so let's talk about that today. And of course, as we were going through my journal, just doing it publicly, I I was thinking about my boss, my ex-boss. By God's grace, hopefully you will never see this. If he does, hi. I don't think he will. Anyways, we won't say his name, won't mention his name. But he he got me thinking, like, just our little interaction. Like, as you're moving in this world, you never know what other people are going through. And by just being you, you don't know the impact that you're having. And I feel like he definitely made me realize that, like, our interaction, he made me really realize that, like, oh wow. So just by his devotion to himself, the way he does life, he's actually created a little healing environment for me. Like, it has shifted things in me. You'll never know. Um, and it just got me thinking, I wonder how many of these moments I've also, or these little impacts that I've heard in people's lives without knowing. And he didn't do anything, he didn't give me anything, he didn't say anything. Literally just him being him. And it just made me look at life, with intention and just differently. Like, oh wow. So the way you live your life really can have impact on other people. Of course, I'm not saying, be walking around uh, with that big responsibility. Oh my goodness, I need to do this because I'm impacting people. I mean, yes, it's a good, thought to have, but like, I don't mean it in that way whereby I'm like, hey, hated the whole world and all its issues. That's why Jesus died. That's his area. Of course, we do have some responsibility to be, pleasant human beings. But my point is just a little backstory. Of course, there's always going to be a backstory on this channel. We know that by now. But I feel like I have not had the best experiences with men in life, as many of us can relate. We don't bash men on this channel. We love them because we're brothers, husbands, and we're gonna have sons one day, so we don't bash them. But nonetheless, I feel like I've never had the best experiences with men growing up. Starting off, like, I never really got to meet my dad. He passed away when I was young. And the men that have been in my life, like, of course, by the men that I've dated, like my sisters or the uncles that I've had, they, didn't sure put their best foot forward, or just growing up, the stories that we've always had about, like, men just didn't give them a positive spotlight in my life. If I'm being honest, like, you're someone, this guy is cheated. I don't know, because, like, as I was just looking around, that's something that's very interesting about life. Like, you never know how some of these stories and things that you're hearing can actually impact you subconsciously, and you never realize. You're not like, oh, wow, this actually made me look at this person or these people this very differently. But like, just hearing like the heartbreaks, the horror stories, that we're hearing about like relationships, people coming from Zimbabwe, Southern Africa, like I've been to South Africa, to Swaziland, the stories that you hear about men not treating their women right. Um, it leaves a little stain on you, and to be honest, and also just some of the people that have, you know, encountered, they didn't leave the best impression of taste. They didn't make a good case for men. So, um, I never realized how much I was scared to interact with men. Like, there's always that, just that reservedness, and just being on guard and on eager. And I thank God, like, I feel like he's definitely redeeming and healing that in my life. I know, of course, I don't know there's this wonderful father in my life. Wise one. He is he has done a wonderful job. He also doesn't know this. He just a wonderful job redeeming those wounds and those pains and those misconceptions that I just had about men, just by how he treats the people in his life, just by how he is. He's definitely been having that impact on me. So shout out to him. And I got a new job at this place, as I was saying. And my boss thing, he left now. So yeah, there was this guy. We're gonna call him Bruce. We're gonna call him Bruce. He was just this lovely guy, like he was very sweet and kind, and he spoke to everybody in the way that they understood it. Was like, office, there was like two guys, him and the other guy, and like 4 5 ladies, and he spoke to us differently, like on our levels. It wasn't like a one size fit all. Like, he was very, especially when he was dealing with me, he would, like, if we have to like have like a difficult conversation or to discuss something, like, you'd be like, yeah, it's okay, calm, you're not in trouble, you're okay, let's talk about this, wada wada. And the way that he lived his life as well, like, he was just fit. He took care, like, of just like his health, like the food that he was eating. Like, he was just particular about those things. The way he just spoke, even about people in general, I feel like words are failing. Words are failing me, and I hope you grasp what I'm trying to say. He just lived his life with so much intention, and he has so much devotion towards himself. Things like him, like working out. You talk about, like, finances. You talk about going to like the male clinic to just check his testosterone, just for just the impact that you want to have, like, in this world. Like, these little things that you do, or sometimes would be, because at that place we were dealing with like kids, like, that are having like behavioral issues and mental health issues. So of course we didn't meet well behaved kids. That's the whole point of the place that I was working at. And like, sometimes the whole office would be like, we're giving up on this kid. I feel like he needs to go to a different facility. You'd be that one person who's like, no, let's not give up on them. Let's try this approach. He was always that one last person, was always rooting for difficult kiddos. But my point is, the way that he just lived his life, the way he was just devoted to himself, it just also created this environment whereby, without knowing it, it helped me to see men from a different lens, a different perspective. And if I'm being honest, some little parts in me were healed from that interaction. If for being honest. And when he left, it really got me thinking, like, oh my goodness, this person actually did have an impact in my life. Like, other than him being my boss, like, no, like weird feelings, all this stuff. Just genuinely speaking, and like him just being him, it definitely did have an impact on me. And like it just got me thinking that sometimes I know we're looking for this big calling, this big purpose, and like I feel like for me, as I started going into this purpose and callings and things like that, I always thought like, oh my goodness, callings and purposes always pastors, these ones that are doing big things, use things, these crusades, whatever. Of course, all those things, are important, very, very important. But there's also just power in just being you. And what I took away from that, what I would like for you to take away from it is that, the way that you do life, you going to the gym, you washing your clothes, you showing up on time to places, you just speaking kindly to others, how you're just moving through this life. You don't have to be a millionaire before you start making impact or moving in calling or living in purpose. Just the way that you live your life right now, how devoted you are to you, how intentional you are to you. You don't know how you're impacting other people. The little sprinkles of joy that you're living, the little sprinkles of healing that you're living, the little sprinkles of Jesus that you're living in their lives, that they so need. So honestly, it's a good little thought to just have in front of your brain, not at the back, in front of your mind. Because you put it in the back, you don't forget, but like just to have in front of your mind, like, the way that you're living your life, don't take it lightly. There's power in just being you, and you matter. And yeah, I really hope you guys will have a wonderful week by God's grace. And bye. See you in the next video. I love you.